Hi guys, good afternoon, and I hope you must be enjoying your Saturday afternoon, preparing for the weekend, which is just around the corner. And so I thought I'll just come live and have a conversation with you. So welcome Jyoti, welcome Shipra. I would like it if you can join me on this live. That'll be great. On live on a Saturday afternoon after a bit of a gap. And there were certain things happening in my life because of which I was occupied, and, and I could not come here on these Saturdays afternoons. But yes, I have been doing certain things with my fellow coaches, and one of them is here, Jyoti and Shipra are here. So Shipra, if you would like to join me on this live, that'll be great. Jyoti, I have sent you a request to join in. So please come up. And what I realized in the past couple of days was that a lot of things are happening, especially with respect to uh, the uh, coaching community, because Jyoti, I see that you are unable to join me. Maybe if you can send me a request, then I'll pull you up. And what I observed was that many times everybody, whether you are a coach or not a coach, or even being a parent, if a child or friend or whoever you may be, you keep facing certain situations in life which are overwhelming, and at times you find yourself quite in a catch 20 situation as to what should I do, and you're not able to find that solution, or even if you think you have a solution, you're not very confident whether that solution will work for you or not. And as a result, we look for validation from outside. We seek advice or opinion from other people who are there in our life. Some of them may be our friends, or some of them may be acquaintances. So, uh, but uh, what I want to ask you to then write down in the chat is that have you ever faced a similar kind of situation, and if yes, what have you done, or what has been your solution to these kind of situations? And also looking forward to uh, you guys coming live on this and having a conversation with me. Hi, Shipra. Welcome. I've sent you an invitation. It'll be great if you can join me. And also, mm, uh, one more thing. Okay, if you can't join me, you can even type in the chat as to what are your views about it. And today only I was going through a YouTube video which was posted by one of my mentors, Brigadier Sheital Sood, and he's also known as the Time Brigadier in the coaching community. And he brought out a very, very important aspect which most of the time we tend to neglect, and that is that uh, we when it comes to money, when it comes to currency, we are very, very particular that we ensure that each penny is used or utilized wisely. But when it comes to our time, we do not give the same kind of attention to our time. And I'm sure many of you must have gone through a similar situation wherein you feel that the time that you have at your available to you is not enough for you to do everything that you want to do, whether it is at your workplace or whether it is at home, or even when it comes to if you want to, you know, uh, if you want to utilize it for following up with your. Just give me a second. Yeah, there was a lot of noise, so I had to change my position. So when it comes to following up with your passion or your hobbies, you find that you don't have adequate time. You're busy with your work, and you're not able to give the kind of attention that you would have thought you would to your other pursuits and goals. So welcome Sheetal, welcome Arvind, welcome Vijay, Raghavan, Usha. Hi, long time. Welcome Shipra and Jyoti. So I would really like it if any one of you would come up and join me in this conversation. I'll send you an invitation. I've already sent an invite to Shipra and Sheetal. So it'll be great if you can join me on this conversation. So what I was talking about time, and one thing which was mentioned in that particular video was that are you time conscious? Are you conscious of the time, or are you conscious of the way you are utilizing the time that is available to you? And he gave a very great example in terms of wherein if I say that every day in the morning I'll deposit. Sheetal, if you can send me a request because I see that you are not able to join. Maybe if you can send me a request and I'll uh, accept your request to join. So, uh, if it is with money, and if I say that every day in the morning, 1,84,000 rupees will be, and Shipra, I think if you can send me a request, let me try the other way around. So you will ensure that how will you utilize that money? Will you, and you also know that that money is available to you only for 24 hours. Will you utilize every penny of it, or will you leave some money in your bank account, knowing very well that money is not available to you after 24 hours? And most of us, if we are given a chance, we will ensure that we utilize the entire money or will withdraw that money. Will not leave a single penny in the account. However, when it comes to time, we have 1,84,000, sorry, 18,600 seconds in a day, 18,680 seconds in a day, rather, to be more precise. And if you think back, do you utilize every second of the day productively? Or how many seconds in a day do you really utilize in productive work, whether it comes to your work, whether it comes to your profession or your hobbies or passion or anything that you're doing in your life? Or do you realize at the end of the day that some part of that time is being wasted, is not available or not utilized properly? So I would really like if you are not able to join me, if you can type your answers in the chat, then we can take it forward. Uh, and so, Sheetal, I have sent you a request again, invitation, and also Shipra. Let's see if you can join now. Okay, Shipra is not able to join. Let's see, what about Sheetal? So, what would your answer be? Or what would you do if you are given this kind of opportunity? Hi, Sheetal, how are you?
Hi, I'm
Yeah,
good.
good
Glad
to
to
see you.
see
Finally,
you.
you're able to join. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's actually going to be my first live ever.
Wow. That's really
Yes,
great, Sheital. That's really great.
and I'm glad that it's with you.
Mm, yes.
Is there
Yes.
an echo because of something that I need to do, or what happened?
So I had just thrown a open question to the audience, and you're also welcome to answer that. And my question was that I was going through a video which was shared by one of my mentors, Brigadier Sushil Bhasin, on YouTube, wherein he was talking about how time conscious are we in our day-to-day affair. And he gave us an example that if you have a bank account, all of us have a bank account, and he asked a question in that bank account, whose money is there in the bank account? So Sheetal, whose money is there in your bank account?
There is an echo, Colonel Aditya. Is that something that I need to fix in the setting, or is something that I need to uh,
Oh, let me check.
understand?
Can you hear me
There's a back.
properly now?
No, I'm hearing whatever you're speaking already, so I don't know where it is.
Oh, I hope you're not logged in with two devices.
No,
No. Okay. So let's
there's a
see. Hopefully,
constant repetition of whatever we are talking. I can hear it again. But yeah, I got your point. I heard that story of the bank account, and I've already, I've come across that story, and it was also in one of the books that you might know, Dr. Stephen Covey's Seven Habits of
Mhm.
Highly Effective People.
Yeah.
He mentions it about, about the emotional bank account and other stuff. So
Yeah.
I can relate with that.
Uh-huh. So normally in our bank account, the money which is there is our money, isn't that so? If I'm working, my salary which is being given to me by my company is being given to me for the services I'm rendering to them. So that is my money. That is not the company's money. And if we are given a chance, or if we are told that that money which is there in the account is available to you only for 24 hours, then what would you do with that money? Will you withdraw the entire money? Will you utilize the entire money, or will you leave some in the account?
Why would I leave it in the account? It shouldn't be there for no use. It
Yeah,
should be used completely,
absolutely.
efficiently, wisely.
Yeah. And so then he went on to ask us another question, that if we convert that money into time or
Mhm.
units of time. For example, you have 18,680 seconds in a day. And if I say, okay, I give you 18,680 rupees every day in your account, and those 18,680 rupees are realistic in the terms of currency, are available to you only for 24 hours. Then what will you do? How will you utilize that time currency? What will you do? Will you let some time go away without being utilized, or will you take whatever will you do whatever it takes to utilize every second of the day which is available to you?
I'm still getting the echo, but if I heard it properly, I don't know, I'm not sure if I heard it properly. If I'm going to get it every
Yeah,
day, then also I'll be using it every day.
yeah. But
Yeah.
however, if we look back in our life, and if we look back as to how we are utilizing our time on a day-to-day basis, it is a very, very common phrase that you must have heard from people. And at times you must also have said that I don't have enough time.
Mm, actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Very common.
It is a very, very common thing. And when we ask them, ki, why don't you have enough time? Can you give us a count of every, say, minute or every hour that you have in a day? So they are not able to uh, give you the details of that time as to how they are utilizing that every minute or every day, second of the day. However, when it comes to money, real money, currency, rupees, dollars, or euros, or whatever it may be, depending upon the country our audience is right now, we will ensure that we'll not leave a single penny in our account. We'll take out everything and utilize it at somehow or other. We'll not let it go waste. But if we now correlate the two things, and if we look back in our life, yeah, I'm sure you'll agree with me that we do not utilize the entire 24 hours of our in a day, or 18,680 seconds in a day. And
Yep.
if somebody were to ask you to give an account or keep an account of every second or every hour that you of the day, how you are utilizing it or spending it, so you will realize that there is a on an average there you'll be there'll be almost about 2 to 3 hours which are being left unutilized.
Yep.
And thereafter he went on to say that if we take certain actions to ensure that every waking hour or minute of the day, because of course when you're sleeping, those 8 hours of sleep are
You
gone.
can
So if we
deduct.
reduce those, those if we reduce those 8 hours from the 24 hours, that means we still have 16 hours available to us. And how are we utilizing those 16 hours of our waking up time for doing productive work? One, secondly, for doing certain things which we want to do and which we are not able to do because of lack of time.
That's an excuse actually, because people probably do not know what time prioritization is. And that turns out to be an excuse that I don't have time. Each
Yes.
person who's a billionaire also has the same number of hours, and a person
Yes.
who's not rich yet also has the same number of hours. It's how they have utilized their hours and how the other person has utilized their hours depends. That's the difference in money making and living life,
Yes.
abundantly, I would say. So
Absolutely.
it's not, time is not to be blamed. We all have 24 hours.
Mm.
Are we making correct use of those hours? The waking hours is what we need to ponder upon.
Yeah.
That's
And one
what
more
I
thing you
think.
talked about was that when you're creating that more time, now that we have realized that there are about a couple of hours there in our daily routine which are not being utilized. So what can I do to use those hours not to do more work, but to do those things which I am not able to do because of lack of time, in my own language or in my own perception?
I couldn't hear you clearly again. There's a lot of
Yeah.
echo. Let me just step out and come back again.
Okay.
1 second. Or maybe Shipra, if she's online, can confirm if she's hearing an echo as well.
Rahul, are you hearing a echo? If you can just type in the chat
There's a
box,
repetition of the talk
Rahul
that's
and
already
Shipra.
happened.
Yeah. So while we figure out this, I would also want to ask you, uh, Sheetal,
Yep.
that I did attend a couple of sessions and webinars that you have done,
Yeah.
and they were all related to money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abundance.
And abundance. So, in your opinion, or as per your experiences, what is the most common reason or excuse that people you must have come across give for not being able to do things that they want to do? And what, as per you realize is the real reason, other than the reason that they are giving to you for this happening?
I have actually come to a conclusion that it's deep within our head, it's deep within our subconscious, and it's deep within our memories and beliefs. Uh,
Yes,
Third comes values. So sometimes people don't consider themselves worthy enough to be that, abundant, or live that abundant life. Most of the times, it's the subconscious beliefs and patterns they've picked up since their childhood that they have never questioned.
yeah,
These are deep rooted things that needs to be just uprooted, I think, and empowering ones have to be instilled to be able to actually make use of the same time that a billionaire is using. you know
absolutely.
so
Yeah,
I'm not worthy enough, or money is evil, or many beliefs which are actually money myths. I call them money myths.
Money
So
myths. Yes. Yeah.
there are many. These are the common ones that money doesn't grow on trees. Money is to be, earned in a hard manner. It's a hard-earned money, as we say.
Yeah.
Why can't it be soft? You know, it's a hard-earned money. I had put in my sweat and blood into it. Why can't you make it, passively? Why can't you arrange for a passive income? So these are all those beliefs that people have uh, shaped themselves with while they were being brought up. It's deep, deep talk.
Mm. And another thing that now that we have realized, because you and I are in the same field of work into
Yeah,
mindset shift coaching, and we also from the same community.
community.
And
Yeah.
also now that you must say you have already worked with many people, you have already impacted almost about hundreds of lives till now. So, what can we, how can we, empower these people, or especially those who are struggling with time, those who are struggling with the, as you mentioned, there it is not actually real problem, but it is more in the mind. So, what are certain things we can help these people to get over those limiting beliefs or the things that are holding them back in their mind? They are not the real issues. So, how would you
See,
show them those
I
things?
would say, uh, I, I would say first they have to be willing to work on themselves. Uh,
Yes.
if they're not willing, sorry, they're not into their journey yet. So we cannot force them, and they have to come on a journey willingly. If they come on a journey where they want to understand how to make better use of their time, they'll have to work on their inner self, which is to understand what is it that's important for them in life, what are their goals in life, how much have they achieved, how much haven't achieved. And once that list is ready, once that kind of a value matrix is in place, then figure out where did my beliefs contradict these goals. So if
Mm.
there are beliefs which are negative, but the goals are very positive, they are in contrast. That contrast have to be worked upon, maybe with the help of a coach. Secondly, they can figure out as a quick tip. Now that I'm live with you, as a quick tip, it could be a quadrant that they can form and see the urgent, important quadrant, the matrix that we talk about. And somebody can get in touch with you or me to learn more about it. So they need to understand what is important and what is urgent,
Mm.
what is not important and urgent, what is unimportant or urgent, unurgent. That thing is in place in the four quadrants. Then you'll have to, move away from things that are wasting your time. And the activities have to be listed down in those quadrants. So that quadrant, if people work upon, is a quick tip to work and manage their time.
Yeah.
They can learn about the urgent important matrix, as we call it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And taking one step forward from this, as you said, first most important thing that is required is that they should be ready, or they should be
Yeah.
willing to work on. Unless they are ready or willing to work, nothing is going to happen.
Even
And
God
you
can't help people, those who
absolutely,
can't help themselves.
absolutely. And it has happened with me, and it must have happened with you also. Many times people come to you, okay, sir, please give me advice to how do I overcome this? What can I do as per you? And what I have been telling me, and I'm sure you would also be when you're speaking to these guys, is that see, I don't, as a coach, I don't give advice. Firstly, secondly,
You'll be surprised, may not be surprised, but you might agree with me, Kanal Aditya, that there are so many budding coaches these days, but some coaches have this, urge to go and help everyone. So
absolutely,
even that's a reminder for themselves that you can't go and help everybody, because it's just like a person who's got a new skill,
mm,
and with a hammer, and they whenever they see a nail they would want to hammer it, whenever they see a nail they would want to hammer it. So that's a reminder for the coach community as well, that if you find somebody is in, need, or somebody needs help, it's not you who have to take it personally that, oh no, why can't I help? Should I talk to this person or not? Relax. If they are appropriate match for your energies, for your coaching, the universe will make it happen. So they will reach you.
Absolutely.
And if somebody feels that they are ready for it, as we say, if you're ready, the teacher appears. The student is ready, the teacher appears. And when the student is absolutely ready, then they don't need a teacher, then they're ready for the world.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, just thought of sharing.
Absolutely. Sheital, and one more thing I want you to share with our audience is like, as you mentioned that, instead of chasing things, if we could just chase things without any real reason, and we're just there to seeking advice, but when it comes to actually implementing it, then we take a back seat. Then we really do not give that importance to it. However, if we want a real transformation, real change to happen, and if we are really very serious about moving forward in our life, or overcoming the challenges or the limiting beliefs or the things that are holding back, then we have to be not only willing, but we have to be 100% sure and about it, and we also have to be 100% committed about it,
Committed. I was
because action
about
has
to
to be
say
taken
that.
by us. The coach will come and work with you. Coach will not give you advice. They will show you certain as GPS as a GPS. If I give, I like to give that example when I'm going from say for example from Pune to Delhi, and you're driving down. You set the start point and the destination, and the GPS shows you the alternate routes, and it shows you the shortest route, and also shows you the alternate route. Now it is for me to decide as to which route I am going to take, and also I should have that mental flexibility the en route if there is a traffic jam or traffic block, and there is an alternate route available to me. I should be ready to switch over to that alternate route. Many times we have found that people are not having that mental flexibility, and as a result, they are not able to achieve the result they are looking for.
Correct.
In spite of working with the best of the coaches, and in spite of even investing a tremendous amount of time, energy, and money and everything into it, but still they feel dissatisfied, and then they start blaming the system, they start blaming the coaches, and many other things start happening. Whereas, as you mentioned, first thing is that yourself have to be ready. So, what would you want to add on this part, or ask?
I
Right.
could partially hear you with the echo problem that's still going on, but what I heard is, if see, one, that they had to be willing is what you've reinforced.
Yeah.
Second, I think they had to understand, anybody, including me myself, have to understand that we are the creator of our reality.
Yeah.
So if the reality is not matching with my aspirations, my desires, then there's something here that I need to fix. Something at the thought level, the behavior level, the feelings level, the doing part, the seeing part, all of that. And if there's something that's matching my goals and my aspirations, and if I'm going on the right track, then I need to self-reflect and see what needs to be maintained,
Yeah.
what needs to be continued. So what needs to be stopped and continued. That kind of segregation has to be pondered upon by self-reflection. So I personally believe a lot of self-reflection activities have to be incorporated. Even if you have a coach or you do not have a coach, any person who might be listening to this, who would turn up listening to this later, can also understand that only with self-reflection comes transformation. No coach is going to, move a magic wand and things will turn. No. It's the inner work that the person does themselves. The coach only facilitates. So
Absolutely.
there's a responsibility of the coach to facilitate that process, like a gardener who would take away the weeds and still water the plants. But it's the flower that's blooming. So if you become a flower, you give that fragrance. The world, the goals will be like bees getting attracted to you. That's
Absolutely.
the kind of metaphor I can think of. Those goals will come attracted to that nectar that you form within yourself. So who you are, You need to start with from who you are. And
Absolutely.
that's why our program definitely starts with the concept of, the personality test and who you are
Yes.
at the inner core. That's what I could relate it with. Yeah,
So absolutely, I agreed with you, Sheetal, that yes, for knowing yourself is the first step towards your journey
starting
of
point. Yeah.
transformation. And once you are aware, so your coach, we as coaches help you to identify as to who you really are.
Yeah.
And once you have realized that, thereafter, then you start going deeper into our mind, and then also start discovering as to what are the things which are preventing you from moving forward. What are the limiting beliefs that have been created in your mind over a period of time while you were growing up, through your childhood, through your workplace, school, and other things. And thereafter, how you can then convert those limiting beliefs into empowering codes, and you know use them to your benefit,
Then,
and also to use them as your superpower to achieve what you have set out to achieve. And then now people must be wondering that I started from time and now I have
yeah,
gone to somewhere else.
things are
So
connected.
yeah, but the thing is, these are interconnected, and time is something which is the most precious currency in the world today.
You
And if
can't
we
even
do not,
manage your time unless and until you know who you are, what your
absolutely,
important things are, the
yeah,
values, and above all, the beliefs that are to be worked upon. So
absolutely,
you can connect it back to time. That when the time is right, the butterflies or the bees will, turn up to that
absolutely,
flower. Are you becoming that flower or not? Are you effectively using your time or not? Are you getting sprouted at the right time or not? Is your is your seed being watered timely or not, which is again connected to time. Like if
absolutely,
you take an example of the bamboo, for the first 5 years you don't see the bamboo coming out.
yeah,
Why does it just goes to 90 feet tall after the fifth year? It's not
mm,
the last you know bucket of water that's gone in. It's the 5 years of patience and working on that
absolutely,
seed, the bamboo plant. So again, a very good relevance in terms of time.
yeah, absolutely.
Everything
So
takes its own time, but time has to be respected. If you respect time, time will show up at the right time,
yes,
is what I think. आप
yes,
time की
absolutely,
इज्जत करो, time आपकी इज्जत करेगा.
बिल्कुल. And one more thing I want to add, in addition to what you said, was that time is something, nobody is short of time,
Yeah.
and time management is not the key. Time consciousness is the key, and how we take actions, what actions we take to utilize our time in the right manner, not only to do our work, do our basic things, but also to do certain other things which we want to do, or whether it is to follow your passion, whether it is to go for a holiday or whatever. And if we are giving that excuse that I don't have the time to do all those things, then we definitely need to work like an accountant and keep a tag of every second of our working day or waking up day as to how we are utilizing it. In the morning, we start with that, and at the end of the day, before we go off to sleep, just sit down and reflect as to what all things did I did today, and did I utilize all those 18,600 seconds in my day, or that 16 hours, if we convert it into hours, productively, not only to for at my workplace, but I also in my personal life, and also was I able to do certain things to follow my passion, my hobbies, or whatever we have, or what is important. As you mentioned, identifying what is urgent and important, and
Yeah.
what is not urgent and not important. If we are able to do that every day, and
We
we
don't
make it
keep our
a habit,
passions in the urgency list actually. They are
yes,
important for us, but they don't become urgent, and that's the
yes,
challenge.
yeah,
So if you make it urgent, you will bring, you will make out time for that. Come what may.
absolutely. So these are certain things that we can do. And so Sheetal, before we wind up for the day, can you share with our audience as to how they can reach out to you and connect with you to not only learn about how to utilize their time, but also the other thing that you are a specialist at regarding abundance and money
Absolutely. I would
mindset.
invite and encourage people to learn about abundance. Do connect if you're feeling you're feeling lack of abundance. This is my Instagram handle. Sheital Sood is my name. SHEI is how I spell it. So you can connect with me, direct message me. And both of us definitely belongs to the same communities. So would love to have, further interactions. And thank you so much for inviting me on this live today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheetal. It was great having this conversation with you, and
Pleasure is mine.
it
Honor
was
is mine.
it was a random thing. I just on the spur of moment, I did not come with a predefined agenda, and I just started
Nothing at
thinking.
all.
And
Yeah.
so I think when you don't have a predefined agenda, at times you are able to come out with some very good learning for yourself, also in addition to
Absolutely.
what you are giving to your
Mutual.
audience. Yeah. So thank you very much
Thank
for joining me,
you.
Sheetal. And I'll invite our audience to join us on next Saturday again at 4 p.m. in the afternoon, IST. And in case there's anything specific you want to connect with us, these are the Insta handles I have shared in the chat. You can connect with Sheetal, or you can connect with me, or you can also even tell us as to if there's anything specific that you want us to talk about, and we'll be really very happy to address that issue. And thank you very much, and have a great weekend, Sheetal, and looking forward to see
You
you again.
too. You too.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
hope the recording doesn't capture that kind of echo that I was facing. So I hope the recording goes well. But
Yeah.
it was indeed a pleasure connecting with you, Colonel Aditya. Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Take care. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.